And it's the Owls sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And you know what they say in college football, you got to take care of the games in your own backyard. They're now 2-2 after that home win. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe shipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Max protect. Max protect.
Ncaa. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. Defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. On the move, it's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Short cross.
Here's Ncaa to throw. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Coach suggestions. Inside.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Formation. There are 8 categories. There are 11 subcategories. Options.
And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear.
Max protect.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Ncaa to throw. And that one's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Max up.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the right. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Brown will throw it. Bringing the heat. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And man, I love his courage to run the football, and I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tiger! They take the lead here in the second half.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Corner. Audible.
Throwing, Ncaa. Showing off the arms. Makes a grab and room to run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You have wild options.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Show coach vision.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Down to Y. G inside. H power L. Empty drive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Max up. Max protect.
Ncaa. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lofton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
You
know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
Texas, Wicks. TN Bill.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
Whips.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down.
Show coach vision.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Ncaa to throw. Going over the top. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. On that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end. And
there's a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the... And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tiger. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Denver, Texas.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Here comes the heat. At the 35, he's open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Audible.
Here's Darian Ncaa to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You have 9 options.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Entering play
Hurricanes back on top.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Audible. Corner.
Throwing, Ncaa. Moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25.
44. Cover 4 quarters.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs. And this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2.
There are 6 categories.
And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
61 C3 strong lift. Base run D6 1. Base blitz 1.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Base run B6-1.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of.
Back off. Pass.
This is a designed run. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Quick release by the QB.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
General, cornerback, tackling, cornerback, favorites. There are 6 categories. You have recent, there are personnel, there are even 6-1. There are 3 categories. You have 9 personnel, favorites. There are Michael at 0.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Little red.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Plows through the defense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout.
Defender aggression.
And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
Options. Cover 6 is selected. Base run B6-1.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Direct snap. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
Base run B6-1.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Canes!
There are 8 categories.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Ncaa. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Favorites. There are 6 categories. You have 5 options. Cover 6 is selected.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Ncaa. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Pocket breaking down.
I absolutely...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
This offense did what they needed to do. They knew it was going to be tough, having to deal with the noise here on the road. Job well done.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.